Hey little buddies, so for this full cast Q&A, this Hot Ones style, but legally distinct from Hot Ones style, full cast Q&A, the sound is a little fucky. And whose fault is that? It is mine, because I did not notice while we were doing the recording that my audio stopped recording about an hour into the thing. And it's because I have ADHD and I had too much thing on my pewter, and my pewter said, I'm too full, I can't record the rest of this. So I've done some file management, it's not going to be an issue again. But anyway, we had to get the Zoom audio for this, and then we also did not toggle the separate tracks on our backup Zoom audio thing, like we do for things like this, because most of the bitches in this operation got ADHD. So yeah, the sound's a little fucky. Is it unlistenable? No, absolutely not. I still think it turned out great, but it is not the usual audio quality that we're accustomed to, so I apologize. I would love to say that it'll never happen again, and I would love to be able to promise you that, but I have unmedicated ADHD, so hell, it might happen again. But anyway, enjoy the full cast Q&A. I love you, bye-bye. Hi, welcome to the It's Probably Named Hotter Than Hell series finale full cast Q&A for today's lucky winner. Yay. We finished a show. 3 seasons, 5 years. There have been some cast changes, but the vibes have still been great. And now we're answering questions that were sent in by you. If you're not watching this video, I've pointed. In the Discord server. We had a Discord channel for people to give us their questions. You asked some very good ones, and Taryn has organized it. Now, we're going to be doing a very special Q&A that is inspired by, but legally distinct from a Hot Ones style Q&A. None of us are eating chicken, so it's not the same. But we will be partaking in different hot sauces than each other as we answer questions. Violet and I have one at our hottest that is a Scoville rating of 183,000. So I don't know. You might see someone die or poop or something. I don't know.
That would they would only hear you, because that would be violating YouTube's guidelines.
That's true.
I would have to edit that out of the video.
Just while I am passing from this world, just put a picture of Big Chungus over my face. And that'll be appropriate. Well, we won't get demonetized. I will say fuck a lot though.
Yeah. We don't get demonetized for that, so that's fine.
Yeah.
I don't have chicken, like you said, but I do have chicken of the earth, which is potato-based French fries. I used to work at a restaurant called Torchy's Tacos, and it's a taco restaurant for white people for sure. Yeah. But they did have a taco that they would serve once a year in August at the hottest month of the year in Texas, called the Scalding Pig, and they would literally put a drop of pure capsaicin on it. And this was before I was a vegetarian, and so I used to eat those pretty regularly, and I had built up a tolerance at that point, but that was many years ago.
Everything you just said made my heart stop. Like, I'm the only one
freak. That's my power.
Yeah. I've always been a spice fan.
Because for some reason I hire people with geographic tongue, which there has to be some overlap with like certain neurodivergences we share or something.
Probably.
Like there has to be some overlap. Taryn will not be partaking in spice.
No. Even though I don't have geographic tongue, I just cannot abide the spice.
I understand. Yeah. Autumn spice will be of a single level, but still exactly. Well, we're going to hand the reins to Taryn because they are not one for the spice. And Taryn will be our moderator this evening.
Just so y'all are aware of what I am doing, I have it in sections, like little tiny sections. Each section starts with a kind of an icebreaker type thing. And then it has 3 questions, except for one particular section that is just for Brianne. It's just a really long, chunk.
I'm gonna die.
Yeah. So we're going to start this with a little game I like to call two truths and a lie. And this is probably one of my favorite things to do, especially when getting to know people. We're going to do this kind of round robin style where I'm going to do it in order of actor who was introduced to the show order. So that would be Brianne, Violet, Autumn, me, Carl.
Cool.
Yeah. And that's just the easiest way to do that. And so with the 2 truths and a lie, you tell us 2 truths and a lie, and we have to figure out what the lie is.
And this is about Brianne?
This is about Brianne. Brianne is
Okay.
giving us 2 truths and a lie, and then it'll be your turn, Violet.
I was gonna say it might skew a certain way. Someone might be very good at guessing mine, having been my girlfriend for 4 years. Let's see. I had a great, and so on uncle who died on the Titanic. I once won $200 in a karaoke contest in Jamaica, and I am related to the guy who colonized and claimed to have found the city of St. Augustine, Florida.
Okay.
All right. Violet, what's your guess?
So which one's the lie?
Yeah.
If those were pretty good, because if all of those are true, I think you haven't told me about some of those for sure.
I was trying so hard to pick ones that you would immediately know.
Yeah, you did a good job.
I was trying so hard.
I think what was the first one again, really quick?
Great, whatever, uncle. Probably not that many greats. I'm really high. Died on the Titanic.
Gotcha. I think that's the lie.
Interesting.
As I feel like you would have told me that before. And the unspecificity around the number of greats.
I'm just stoned, and I'm trying to do math from 1912.
Convenient excuse.
Autumn, what is your guess?
The Titanic one feels a little, but there's easily records for that. So, this is being related to the colonizer of St. Augustine. That one feels no.
Yeah,
I don't like that
too
one.
Specific almost.
I'm gonna say winning $200 in Jamaica. Like, that's my guess.
Okay.
Carl.
I'm gonna go with found the city of St. Augustine, Florida.
Okay, that's 2 for St. Augustine, 1 for Titanic, and 1 for Jamaica.
Well, somebody's right.
So somebody's right.
Somebody's right.
And who are they, Brianne? Who's right?
Violet. The Titanic one is not true. The Spaniard bastard Pedro Menendez, and Menendez is my Puerto Rican family surname, like Don Menendez. Colonized St. Augustine, Florida, but also made his way down to Puerto Rico. So, I had a great grandpa actually who was named Pedro Menendez.
Nice. Yeah,
And in the karaoke contest, I was 17 and I sang Baby Love.
I was going to say, I know you can sing, and the ancestor being a colonizer, you seemed really passionate about that. And I was like, that's got to be real because she's actually fired up about it.
Yeah,
Let's
for me,
be clear.
Yeah, for me, the Jamaica one was the most normal thing that you said.
Yeah.
All right.
Should I do mine now?
Yep, your turn, Violet.
Once when I was on a cruise ship with my family, I went to a bar where they make custom drinks using all kinds of weird ingredients on the shelf. I had someone make a drink for me out of some random ingredients, and it was the best drink I ever had. They wrote down the ingredients, but then I got so drunk, I lost the recipe, and I've never, ever been able to remember what it was. It was a long time ago, back when I actually drank. The second thing, I played saxophone for 8 years throughout school and college and all of that. And I once climbed over a 10-foot tall wire chain link fence while holding a very large baritone saxophone in the other hand. And my third thing, when I was about 8 years old. I went to a local arcade called Nickel-Rama, and I was playing an Austin Powers themed arcade game at this arcade, and I accidentally broke it, and it dispensed all of the tickets in the entire arcade. And I took all of the tickets, and I got the most expensive prize, like 5 of them. I think it was this giant inflatable hammer. I refused to share any of them with any of the other people that were there for my birthday party. All 5 hammers were for me.
As they should be.
Mine.
All right, Brianne.
Okay. I'm watching her crack right now. I think it's the Austin.
Crack? Oh.
That's for Patreon. I think it's the Austin Powers one.
Autumn.
I don't think it's the high school musical one.
Oh, the climbing over a 10-foot tall chain link fence with a saxophone.
Yes.
Okay.
The thing is, I know people who've done that, but I'm gonna say the saxophone too.
Okay.
So Carl, what's your guess?
Saxophone.
Okay.
That's 3 for saxophone, 1 for Austin Powers. So Violet, who was right?
Brianne was right.
Yeah.
So,
I've heard the other 2 stories, and I tried not to seem too sure when I said Austin Powers, because she said the first 2, and I'm like, now she's having trouble coming up with a fucking lie.
yeah, you know me too well. Honestly, I was having trouble. I was trying to base it in a real story and then switch it to something.
Yeah, you base the Austin Powers in the real one, because I know there was the Austin Powers game, but I feel like most of the rest was a fabrication. But I knew.
Yeah. No, the rest of that actual story was that I accidentally lost my glasses and left them on the Austin Powers machine because I had just gotten them and I didn't like wearing them very much.
Mm-hmm.
But when I came back, they were still there, and there was also a bunch of tickets that somebody had left. So I was like, yes.
Yeah, anyway. I would have clocked you if you had said you were playing Polybius.
Polybius. No, I don't think I would spend much time playing Polybius. But that Austin Powers game was dope, and it was basically just a thing that went back and forth, that if you stopped it right in the middle, you got 1,000 tickets.
Oh, wow.
Easy. But I did climb over a 10-foot tall chain link fence with a baritone saxophone in one hand.
All right, Autumn, what are your 2 truths and a lie?
When I was 6 years old, I had a goldfish. Don't remember its name, but I had that goldfish for over a year, and it was a fat goldfish. Huge. It had survived everything a 6-year-old could do to it. And then one day, one of my nieces came over and fed it a piece of cookie, animal cracker to be specific, and it died.
Dang.
And I was very upset.
Must have had celiacs.
Yeah, that's what happens to me. It exploded.
Well, so growing up, my dad, before my first dad, before he died, he owned a machine shop, and they would make like the little balls that go in pinball machines. They also made like the noses of airplanes for the Korean War or something, but like I only remember the pinballs. Because they had a pinball machine. Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
They had a pinball machine in the shop. And whenever I was hanging out, whenever I wasn't making pillow forts in the office from the couch cushions, I was playing on that pinball machine, and I set a record on it.
Hell yeah.
And I have no idea what happened to it. And then, here's an easy one for you. I have read 200 books or more this year alone.
Okay.
All right, Brianne, what's your guess?
This is going to be a difficult one because Autumn is a writer and she knows how to give enough detail that it seems plausible, right?
Mm-hmm.
And little details like you remember. And then she also makes sure that she also says, I don't remember these things. So her stories are very, very, there's a credibility to them, right? There's a credibility to them. I'm going to say it's the pinball one because Violet just mentioned Nickel-Rama, so
Yeah.
I think arcade games were on the brain. And also, I think Autumn would have mentioned what the theme of the pinball game was somewhere in the story. So I'm going to say the pinball machine is a lie.
All right, Violet, what's your guess?
I was kind of thinking the same thing. I think it's also the pinball machine.
I'm also going to say pinball.
Wow, if that's not the lie, Autumn's gonna kick our ass at this.
Yeah. Carl, what's your guess?
I'm going to follow with the crowd and say pinball.
Three people have said pinball, and so now it's stuck in your head.
That's
Autumn?
funny. Well, the pinball machine didn't have a theme because it was just one that they put together in the shop.
Oh, wow.
However, I never set a record on it.
Oh.
It's a trick. It's
Oh.
a
It was a
trick
Trick
answer.
question.
My niece did kill my goldfish, and I have read over 200 books this year alone.
Yeah, the 200
Bravo.
books thing. It's like
The
I watch
200
enough.
books, I had
yeah.
no doubt. I had no doubt about the books.
I watch enough people on BookTube to know that that's incredibly. That is absolutely possible.
I know enough about you to know if you
Yeah.
didn't read
Yeah.
that many books, someone has disappeared you and replaced you with a fake Autumn, is what my understanding.
I do read fewer books when I'm writing things,
Yeah.
if that makes a difference.
Yeah. Oh, so it's my turn.
Yeah.
So mine are. I was in a high school production where I had to do a box step on multiple steps on a ladder, but like super high up on the ladder. Like it was like a 12-foot ladder, and I think I was like 6 or 7 feet up, and I had to do the box step dance on that.
Wow.
That's so dangerous.
I was a kid.
Yes!
But also, it was school.
Yeah, it was a school production. It's fine. They're insured. I once lost my entire memory. No, that's not it.
I sense a lie.
Same.
I once forgot everything that has ever happened in my life.
That's a mood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what happened to me.
I was playing Minecraft one day, and I was like, okay, I'm going to go to bed, and then when I wake up, I'm going to turn the game off. And when I did, I'm just about to exit out of the screen when a creeper shows up in my face, and I exit out of the game. And I'm like, I'm not going back in.
Ever?
Ever. I don't want to know what happened. The third thing is I have never been to Oklahoma.
Minecraft. My votes for Minecraft.
I'm gonna say Oklahoma. I feel like everyone's been to Oklahoma by accident at some point. They're going somewhere
You've
else.
wandered through.
It's obnoxiously in the middle of a lot of places. You've
to get to some
through
places.
Oklahoma.
How do you
I
get to
cannot remember.
Kansas?
I think as someone who lived in Texas, Taryn is saying that one, and it might weirdly be true. Because that one, you know what I mean? like, oh, you've lived in Texas your whole life. Surely you've been to Oklahoma. And that would be Taryn's feather in her cap. Like, actually.
I live 20 minutes, not 20 minutes, but I lived like an hour south of Oklahoma for 3.5 years in college, and I never once went.
I feel like you might
it's believable.
It's a 2-hour
Ohio,
drive.
Oklahoma, or something.
Never crossed my mind. Been through there to get to other places.
I think
There you go. That's what everyone does.
All right.
it also is Minecraft, because one does not simply quit Minecraft.
Yeah.
Carl, what's yours?
Minecraft. Why not?
Okay. I have family in Oklahoma, and I have been to several funerals.
Knew it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I don't believe that you
though-
have family in Oklahoma, though.
I never went back to that world in Minecraft.
Oh,
I
wow.
just started a new one.
So technically, your character's still alive. That's the only way to keep them from
Yeah.
dying.
And I read a book about that one time.
Yeah.
But no, the creeper did pop up in my face as I was exiting the game, and I'm like, no. Good.
Done with that.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, Carl, it is your turn.
Oh boy, I've had all this time to think.
You're also high, so we totally
Yep.
understand.
Okay, so I have been to China, but I have not walked on the land. I first started learning percussion, drum set, at the age of 13, studying along with like Lars. At first, Lars and Metallica, but then that faded, and I got into Dream Theater once. I got someone to say, "Ooh, goody, it's a tea party" during a show.
I think it's the one about China.
Really?
I think you have been to China and had like a normal, lovely time. Like you had a great time. Maybe walk the wall.
Yeah. I'm gonna say, what was your last one again, really quick? Sorry.
I got someone to say, "Ooh, what a lovely
Yeah.
tea party." Yeah.
I feel like you might have done that. However, I think that was you trying to come up with a lie. So yeah, that's my logic.
I really wanted to say China because I wanted to call bullshit and be like, if you lay over and you have to switch planes, you still touch the ground, even if you didn't go outside. But now I'm not so sure. Yeah, I'm going to say the theater thing too, because the person that you got to say it could have been you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Ooh, role reversal.
Ooh.
I dig it. All right, Taryn.
I kind of want to go with percussion.
Just with the odds too.
Yeah. I mean, with the odds, but also like mentioning Metallica and everything, and just like, fucking nerd.
All right. Which one was it, Carl?
The lie was the ooh, what a lovely tea party, just for the same reason Violet said it was a last-ditch effort because what the fuck ever. But I have been to China and not touched the ground because my mother was still pregnant with me in there.
Oh my god! Damn.
There was a photograph.
See, I didn't expect
We have a
that.
She has a photograph of the Fort Worth Symphony, all in a group because they took China. They went to the show into China and they took a group photo on the wall. And they're always like, "You're in there. You're just in the tum-tum."
Wow.
Wow.
So
That's wild.
I got to go abroad, but never see it.
That's like a riddle. Wow. That's
Right.
That is
Yeah.
like a riddle. That's a good one.
You could go up against Gollum.
Yep.
He's pretty small. Most people could, I think.
All right. So that was our little introductory thing. Yes, Violet.
May I start with the sauces? They smell good, and I want to get spiced up.
Ooh,
Or
Well, this will
wait,
be
wait,
our first question. I'm not.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
We're
We
digging
just
into
got
the
to our
question.
first question. And so the way I have it set up is that there are kind of three types of questions. There's a question for everyone,
Mhm.
which is one that everyone can and is encouraged to answer. There's a general question, which is normally only if you know the answer to it, answer it. We don't need everybody to answer that. And then there's the ones that are just labeled Brianne because they are for Brianne because nobody else got any questions directed at them.
We're not as cool. I get it.
Yeah.
I don't get how the hot sauce thing works.
So just basically, while Taryn's asking a question, you put hot sauce on the thing you're going to eat. So then when you're answering, you're dealing with hot sauce.
Mm-hmm.
And me and Brianne, it's going to get progressively spicier. So by the last one, it'll be like, all right, so enough to eat about this thing.
Hoptel.
Oh, I thought it was like a trivia. Like if we got something wrong about our person, we had to take a hot shot.
It's just a spice journey while we're
Yeah.
answering
Just a spice
questions.
journey. Just a spice
That is
snack journey.
unfortunate. And why do people do it?
It's funny.
For entertainment.
It's fun to
Yeah.
watch.
Yeah.
Schadenfreude.
Mine came with a letter.
Yeah. So our first question is for everyone.
Okay, I'm
And
saucing it up.
Yeah.
Before we get started, I'm starting very mild. Violet and I have the same sauces, so I'll describe them. We have Tabasco sweet and spicy sauce,
Mm.
Mhm.
and I'll be having that on a piece of Beyond Burger. So please
I am-
continue, Taryn.
Yes.
I am eating chips, so I'm going to
So-
mute.
I have it in my notes written as "Who are you and why are you in my house?" So like, how did we come together as a cast?
Mm.
And I'm going to start with Brianne.
Oh, that's delicious, but I had burger go down the wrong pipe.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's fucking good. That's sweet and
For the
spicy.
Yeah.
camera, what I'm dousing on. It's a
Habanero original.
Habanero.
Habanero.
Ooh.
It's got original, extra hot. There is a triple X hot, and it's got a little, the one that had the letter come with it, the dragon's breath. Like,
Ooh.
this is a sipper. This is meant for sipping. Don't go full chugging.
Don't go chug this one.
Don't go chugging the dragon breath. Carry on, Brianne.
So I had a story that had been in my brain, and when I do, I have to get it out somehow. And I was like, out, demon, out. And I started writing. And I had initially intended for it to be a comic book, but comics had their own Me Too moment. I will spare you the details, but I kind of was like, well, fuck, I don't know that I want this to be a comic anymore. I'm just not in a place to do that, but I still want to work on it. I was listening to the Adventure Zone while I worked out, and I was like, hold on, I could do this as an audio drama. I could do this as a podcast. Let me figure out how to do that. So I researched a lot, fueled by autism, figured out what to do, and started asking some of my very talented friends if they would like to make this thing with me.
And
That's
only
just
two
kind of
of
what
them
I
are
did.
still cast members.
But still, I am grateful for anyone who has ever set foot. And I'm very lucky that I get to meet very talented people.
Violet,
Yeah.
how did you get here?
Me and Brianne have been friends for a very long time. I have always had a crush on her. Like, this is me really telling you for the first time, I suppose. No. But I've always had a crush on Brianne.
Oh my God.
I've always had
Is that why we kissed earlier?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know. But I've always had a crush on Brianne. Since I've known Brianne, she has been married to James, who is awesome. I was always just like, I have a crush on Brianne. We are friends, and I just happen to have a crush on my friend. And that's just how it is. It is unrequited. That's okay. But
Friend crushes are the best.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I was like, I think she's really neat. And I'm a homosexual. I think I was
homosexual.
I think I was working at Starbucks at the time. I had
You were, I remember.
Oh, yeah. Oh, because I would complain about it constantly, I think.
Yes.
Because
I used to work there, so I commiserated, yes.
I would have a lot of people at Starbucks tell me all the time that my voice was nice and I should do voice acting or something. I should do something with my voice, all this stuff. And it's like, yeah, I want to. I would like to someday, I think. And I had done voice acting in college for some video game projects and stuff like that. One day, Brianne is like, hey, I'm starting this audio drama podcast. Do you want to be in it? And I was like, absolutely, I want to be in it. That sounds amazing. It's super fun. And I'm gay for you. Just kidding. I didn't say that. But also, I was like, yeah, this isn't a chance to hang out with someone that I love. And so I said yes. And the moment that she mentioned that I was playing a character that, it's very spicy. Carl's already struggling with this.
You were supposed to start mild, Carl.
Carl started wild, and that's okay.
I kept going till I was feeling something, and baby, there it is.
I love that. But yeah, Brianne basically told me that I was playing a character, Sunny, that her character is dating. And at that point, I kind of had an inkling, like, oh, really? Oh, okay. She's still married. But I was, yeah. I kind of had an inkling at that point that there might be.
She had an inkling, but I still was not aware of it myself somehow.
But eventually one day she called me and was like, I need to talk to you. And
well, that's never good.
Yeah. I thought it was bad at first, and then she confessed that she had feelings for me, and I was like, oh my God, I have a crush on you too. And
now we're one big happy polycule.
Yeah, exactly. And that's how
Violet got here, and that's how she got into my home.
I'm glad you said home and not something else. I was worried for a second.
Okay, let's have a clean take of into my hole. Into my hole.
Oh no.
Autumn, your turn. How did you get here?
I think we need to take a tally vote on renaming this to Into My Hole.
Into My Hole.
That'll be the
Into My Pie Hole, yeah.
Yeah, that'll be the tagline.
I love that.
I originally knew Violet because a million years ago now, I messaged you on Facebook or something, and I was like, hey, I want to record some D&D. What do you want to play? And we met at that burger place, that really good burger place, and we talked about it.
But yeah.
I don't remember either. See, this could be a lie.
No, you're good. I don't remember the name of the burger place, but I remember what you're talking about. And I was doing the Dungeons and Dragons in Dallas at this
Yes,
time.
yeah, at
And
the
I had
half price
Facebook
books.
page. Yeah.
So I was like, okay, well, Control Alt Crit was just barely a tiny little baby thing at the time. Like Sean and I had just come up with the name for it, if at that. And I was like, okay, first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna record this kick-ass D&D game, and it's gonna be awesome. And it was fun, but it's no longer on the channel.
Oh, that's fair.
Because our technology has grown in leaps and bounds, and Sean's like, this is embarrassing, take it down.
That's fair. I completely understand.
But then you got into 21XX and you were like a solid member of the Control Alt Crit family for a while. And then you started hanging out with Brianne, and then you were gay with Brianne, and then you guys were recording things. And we were trading like spots, I guess, for you were advertising 21XX and Control Alt Crit stuff, and we were advertising Today's Lucky Winner, and then we would do voicing because you were still doing games on the channel at the time.
Yeah.
And then you guys invited me to do the voice for Kiva, and I was like, this is kick-ass. I love doing this. And then later you were like, oh, well, hey, a new opening, new place. I was like, yes, no, that's me. I'm doing that.
Oh, yeah.
That's how I got here. And then I just hung on, like a barnacle.
Well, you don't need to hang on like a barnacle. You can come inside the ship. I write new stuff now, and I'm going to interrupt real quick. When I write new stuff now, one of the cool things is I don't have to wonder who's going to voice what. I'll write something and I'll know exactly who of the gang would be perfect to do this, which is really fun. Collaborative art is great. You should make it with your friends. Taryn, would you like to tell them how you got here? How the fuck you got here?
It is a very convoluted. There's so many layers how I got here. The only person in this chat that I have ever met in real life is Violet. And that was after meeting everybody else virtually. Yeah. Many, 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 many years ago, I worked at a comic book store in Houston, Texas. And at the time, I was really big on Tumblr, and there was a creator on Tumblr who I was a huge fan of, no longer for reasons, but they created a group for women who worked in comic book stores across the country. And this group was called the Valkyries. Little did I know I was not a woman, but at the time I was like, oh,
for
this is
a lot of people in that group that turned out to be true.
It is incredible how many neurodivergents, non-binary,
also that
also neurodivergent, but there was so many non-binary people. Incredible. It actually made me feel so much better about stuff going on in my head. But I had friended on Facebook a ton of people in that group. I think I friended anybody who commented on something that I commented on or whatever. It's just I want to be friends with these people. The only people I talk to are men. Please help me. I don't even remember friending Brianne, or if Brianne friended me. I don't know. I really don't. I don't remember at all. So cut to when I moved up here to Oregon. At this point, I never checked Facebook.
Did you take the trail?
I took my own trail. I made my own trail.
It's the Tarragon Trail.
Yes. Yeah, the Tarragon Trail.
Isn't that a spice?
Yes, it is.
Oh my god. Yeah. The spice is named after them, actually.
Yeah.
Named after the trail that Taryn blazed up to Oregon. Sorry.
I don't know why I was on Facebook. I just happened to be on Facebook, and I saw the very first post that was on there. And at the time, I had known I was asexual for years. I was still coming to terms with being non-binary at this point. Brianne had posted on Facebook that she was looking for a asexuality sensitivity reader for the podcast. And I'm like, I'm asexual. I like podcasts. I like being a reader. And so I messaged her. And so we started talking back and forth and everything. Was it like a couple months after that you asked me to play D&D with y'all?
Yeah, and we played D&D for a long time together. And then I was like, oh, I'm doing a D&D episode, and there's a character that I think Taryn would be perfect to play.
Yes. So I went, which is hilarious because the character I was playing in D&D was Margot, the high fashion high elf necromancer. Who had a very posh British accent and was very energetic. And I went from being high posh to being a teenage boy with vocal fry.
Hell yeah.
The non-binary experience.
Yes, the non-binary experience.
Exactly.
And that's how I joined the podcast. But I was a sensitivity reader. And then I was a moderator for the Discord. And then I became a cast member.
10 out of 10. No notes.
Yep.
Amazing.
How about you,
What a
Carl?
journey.
Carl, what's your story?
Mine is a unique and slightly different one. I had some good fortune in the voiceover industry. Eventually, I had to start to ask myself the question, am I neurodivergent? And am I anywhere under that umbrella? And turns out, hey, you are. And with that came some learning curves, such as the expenditures of doing certain live aspects of the job on a repeated basis, like where you're on call. You don't know exactly how much energy you're going to exert whenever you get in there. You got to give it your all. And it finally come to a point where doing that, it's beep, beep, go, and my body and everything on me is just no.
Yeah.
At this, and once it got to that point, to that seriousness, that's when I know I'm just wasting their time. That I really had to hone in, rebuild my relationship to acting, because after a certain point, it just became shredded. So I had to learn more about me. In learning more about me, I go out there, I read the books, I listen to the podcasts, and I've always been an avid in audio dramas. I've done a few before, deconstructive criticism, and there was another one called last year I did called This Is the Way We Haunt. It's a nice little slice of life kind of haunted audio drama. Eventually, I came across a interview with a podcaster. I forget the podcaster, but she was interviewing Brianne. Learned about today's lucky winner from there, and through there, I scoured the Spotify playlist, and did the deep dive. Found the Mixed No More socials. Eventually, found the Discord, and I just showed up for the most part. And
yeah, you sent me a message and said, hey, if you ever need voice actors for the show, here's my demo reel, here's some of my previous work. And
because
I was like, oh, this dude also seems chill as hell. And oh, this dude is also from Dallas. Let me follow him. And then when we needed
was like, and they're from DF and DFW.
And a comic book store.
But by this time, I think you've already moved out to where you're now.
Yeah, Minneapolis. Yeah, we'd already moved. Right. But yeah, that's how I found Carl.
Yeah.
Yeah, what you got next? I'm ready to eat more Borgard sauce.
Yes.
Yeah.
So this is a general question. So anybody can answer this. Though we have answered this already in the Discord, and Violet was chastised for that. So she's been properly punished.
I'm a criminal.
And now you must eat
this
hot sauce.
For this question, I will be having some Yellowbird jalapeno hot sauce.
Yep.
Yeah.
Drop a bit of this dragon's breath and see where I land.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Wait, were we supposed to stop eating the spicy stuff at one point?
You don't have to. We just pairing it with questions as part of the point. Mine's more for show because I'm progressing in spiciness.
Yeah,
don't you worry.
Yeah.
Don't you worry, gorgeous. You keep eating your chips.
I crapped out already.
Yeah, don't you worry, gorgeous. You eat some cottage cheese.
Yeah, I'm sticking to water, so we're good.
Water can be spicy.
Okay. This question was the very first question that was asked on our Discord. It is the South Dallas Phallus Palace a real place? And if so, do they sell merch? Violet, do you want to answer this again?
Yeah, so unfortunately, no, it is not a real place. So therefore, they do not sell merch.
Do we have a Dallas Phallus Palace?
It's not
We
named
don't.
that, but I went there for my bridesmaids party, my bridal shower.
We have New Fine Arts.
Oh, I thought you were talking about it like a strip club type.
No,
mean,
South Dallas
They
Palace.
did actually have
those
merch.
two.
They sold shirts.
Yeah, New Fine Arts sold merch.
Yeah,
But
true.
Mhm.
yeah, South Dallas Palace isn't real, but I have just a brilliant shirt idea in mind for that one where the reunion tower is coming fireworks. So
I don't think you told me the actual idea you had for, or if you did, I forgot.
yeah, Dallas. Okay, Dallas skyline. We make reunion tower a little bigger than it needs to be. Maybe even make it look more like a shaft. And you know they do the fireworks for New Year's, and those coming out in like a jizz sort of formation.
Yeah,
And I want
yeah,
to,
yeah.
I want it to say serving Big D since '69.
Excellent.
Yes, I can see it already in my head. So that is going to be a shirt. That
Yeah, at some point we'll figure it out.
All right. Are we ready for the next question?
Yes, so
Mhm.
I will
Okay.
be, my next bite will be another yellow bird, and this is the Serrano hot sauce.
Yeah,
Mm.
me too.
Oh, the yellow bird just
Oh, no.
jizzed on my
How
laptop.
How corrosive is that?
Oh, no.
Ugh. The hot sauce just went onto my laptop.
It heard too much about
God.
the South Dallas Palace.
Yeah, like
Palace,
easy.
yeah.
Hold on, I'll put you in my mouth. Calm down.
Yeah.
That's
All
right.
right. So this one is a two-part question from two different Discord server members. The first part is from Max, and this is an everyone can answer question. Max asks, what is everyone's favorite line from the show? Does not have to be your line. And Bethany's ask, what is a Rita line that still makes you laugh?
So I'm going to probably disappoint everyone and say none of them are my favorite because I'm a perfectionist and nothing ever comes out the way I want it to. And I have to constantly ask myself if I've ever been funny in my entire life. So I genuinely don't have a favorite of either because I'll write something and then like James does my editing for me. James has a degree in literary studies, so very helpful for working on fiction. And they'll be laughing in the other room and I'm like, this episode sucked ass. Nothing's funny. I've never been funny. So I don't have one.
Do you
Of either
have
for
an ad-libbed line from somebody that lives free in your head?
I do love since the beginning of the show, no matter who's been on here, every time you hear the noise for Dawn preparing Cabroncita,
Tita.
the sound effect cue is shotgun cock.
Shotgun cock.
Yeah, exactly. So I think Violet did that the first time that sound cue came up in that episode where Cabroncita first appears. So everyone's just been like, shotgun cock. Shotgun cock.
Shotgun cock.
Shotgun cock. And then sometimes, so when there's a big crowd of people, I usually just give some instruction for people to just kind of mumble and murmur some stuff so we can quiet it down and help make the crowd noise. And y'all do some wild shit. It's like, oh, a press conference. I wonder if my wife will do that cuck fantasy thing I had figured out. And you'll just be like saying like, well, fart on my balls and call me Samantha or something like that in just a situation that absolutely would not call for someone in the crowd to be saying that.
Oh yeah. Like
So I don't know if there's anything specific.
Yeah, I think there was one time it was just like supposed to be like religious like church crowd rabble like saying yes Lord, all yes please, and I for some reason I just started going, hell yeah, I've been fucking gooning for the Lord, I've been cranking my shit for the Jesus, I've been just absolutely baiting my like stuff like that. And I remember when Brianne and James were doing the listen through before the episode gets published, they got to that point and I could just hear them cracking up in the other room because James had just made that my part slightly louder
and isolated.
Yeah.
James will do that a lot and just isolate where you hear, well, shit on my balls. And James has decided that's going to be in and there's going to be a pause so you can hear it.
No. I do have what I think is a bit of a favorite line. And it was at one point Brianne was working on writing an episode and she mentioned to me a scene where someone was saying, oh yeah, they were smoking a cigarette, and you were like asking like, I don't know, what is there something I could do for this scene? I don't know. And I said, what if you just said they were smoking a long cigarette? And I was like, I don't know why.
Long cigarette is so funny.
I was like, I don't know why. To me, that feels funnier to call it a long cigarette for some reason. I remember I think you mentioned it like a few more times after that. Like, why the fuck is that
did,
so funny?
because it's fucking funny.
They're smoking a long cigarette. Like, I don't know.
A long cigarette.
Yeah. It just popped into my head, and ever since I don't know why the word long cigarette just pops into my head every now and then. Or when I see someone smoking a cigarette, my brain just goes long cigarette. Favorite Rita line for me, I would say it was huff a wet fart out of my dirty asshole, I think was my favorite thing Rita said.
All right. Autumn, what about you?
If I had to pick a word that sticks in my head when I don't need it, it is very intrusive. It would be Bubenheimer.
Listen, I have an idea for a 10-part erotica series, and I think I want to write it under the name Veronica Bubenheimer.
Perfect. So I don't have a specific favorite line, but I love any time Rita and Dawn are pretending like they're somebody else to get in somewhere, and they start talking in like a different language, or Rita's like, she's mute, or she only speaks Danish. Anytime they're pretending and they don't need to.
Yeah, absolutely.
It never works.
Never need to.
Yeah. Oh, the fucking like milkmaid dresses or whatever.
That is what I was thinking.
Absolutely no need.
Favorite Rita line? I think it was somewhere around the proposal time frame.
Oh yeah.
I was like, I was about to be like, don't say that. It hasn't aired yet. And I'm like, wait.
They'll all have aired. If someone's listening to this out of order, they shouldn't.
Something's gone very wrong. If you have not listened to the entirety of Today's Lucky Winner, do that now. In fact, just start from the beginning and listen back all the way through. No, I'm just kidding.
All right,
what you got, Taryn?
Mine's a little more serious, or at least my favorite line from the show is a little more serious. It's not my line, but it has to do with something that Keegan did, which was his big monologue to the world saying, hey, witches are real, and we kind of need your help because we're getting our asses kicked out here. It was when Aster he said my name. That is like probably one of the most powerful moments that have ever been written into the show. It's such a beautiful moment, and I had already been emotional because I had been playing an emotional game before that, and I told Brianne this. I didn't really get emotional while I was doing my reading, but when I was like, you know what, while I'm here, I'm just going to go ahead and read the rest of the episode or whatever, because there's only like 5 lines left, and I started crying when Aster said he said my name. And that is still one of my that has to be to me it's the most powerful moment. I mean, there's so many moments in there, but I think because it has to do with something Keegan related, and I'm a little bit of a narcissist in that term.
Little biased.
Just a little biased
about it.
Yeah. I just love that so much. I don't think there is a moment that Rita has never made me have some kind of emotion, whether it was to laugh or cry. So just Rita existing makes me laugh.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm going to be I already feel how I'm going to be extremely uncomfortable receiving a lot of compliments, which I did not anticipate.
Yeah.
So I apologize if I'm making faces like I'm in pain. That's me resisting the urge to go, it's not that good. It's not that good. I could have done better.
No, it was beautiful, and I have no notes. Carl.
Well, thank you.
I have one fine detail that always sticks in my brain is the comparison to a tardigrade being called a butthole bear.
That's poetry.
Yeah,
chef's kiss.
They're good. They're my little butthole babies.
Mm-hmm.
And okay, funny thing, I was not into tardigrades when I wrote that. I just decided that Dawn would be.
At the time, I was watching Star Trek Discovery. And they were all about tardigrades. So yeah.
So when I think that might have been on my mind probably when I started doing that, but really and truly they weren't my thing. And then you lovely listeners started sending me tardigrade articles and tardigrade stuff, and I was like, damn, I do like these little shits a lot. These things are so cool. So I accidentally fell in love with tardigrades because I made Dawn love them. So
I'm pretty sure I sent you like a tardigrade TikTok like the first time I heard it.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, she likes these.
Yeah, so I just had listeners who like I've not spoken to before, but I love autistic people people where they're just like,
Yeah.
I've just been sent an article about the newest in tardigrades from someone who I've never spoken to in my life. Thank you for this gift, friend.
I was
kind
sending
stranger.
you TikToks. I think we got a water bear plushie, and I'm like, oh, Brianne's got to see this. Yeah.
And I have one because a listener said, hey, they got these little guys at Build-A-Bear now. I was like, oh, shit, that's so cute. What's our next question, Taryn?
All right. This one is another icebreaker one. So this is a little bit of a break between hot sauce, because the next one, Brianne, is going to be your giant, all the questions from one person.
Okay.
So in this icebreaker, what are 3 things someone can use to summon you?
I almost just blurted it out because it's just...
You know, I think, oddly enough, hot sauce.
Yeah.
Oddly enough, hot sauce is there. Benjamin.
Jennifer Aniston.
Jennifer Aniston.
Sorry. Did you guys see the little kid who named his pet moth Matthew and couldn't stop laughing about it?
Oh my god.
Yeah, hot sauce, the Benjamin, and the DVDs of Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Violet?
The first one I would say a good bag of chips. I'm a slut for chips. I would do some things for some chips.
She has.
This one.
Oh dear.
Can I make a suggestion for the second one?
Sure.
A cool flashlight.
Oh yeah. A cool flashlight.
She,
You'd catch me every
anytime we
time.
go to a store where there are flashlights, she's like, look at this. I was like, we don't need more flashlights, my sweetheart.
I'm gonna say cool flashlight / pocket knife.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, you catch me with that one. I like to think of myself as a Lowe's-bean, so I have several flashlights around the house and emergency flashlights, and I love a good lumen. You know, I would say the third thing, probably like a film camera. I think I do like a film photography.
Mm-hmm.
And anytime we're thrifting and I see anything that looks vaguely camera-like, I'm like, ooh, let me look.
How do we summon you, Autumn?
That's a very specific way to do this. It involves coffee, kittens, K-dramas, and you have to do it in a library.
Yeah, absolutely. That feels extremely accurate. Spot on.
Nope. The first thing you're going to need is the gold edition cartridge of The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. Then you're going to need the most perfect cup of coffee, and then any book.
Just a book.
Any book?
Any book, even if it's a book that I refuse to read, if it's an author I hate, it's still a collection of the written word, and I will come just to beat the shit out of you with it if it's something I hate.
See, I was going to say a book or books, but then I was like, no, in a library.
In a library, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like any book at all will get me
How
there.
to fart and shit yourself to death.
I'll be like, what the fuck is this, Brianne? Why?
No, those books you see at the checkout of every half-price book is like the history of farting and the future of farting.
You're right, yeah.
A pamphlet talking about
The stars
hemorrhoids.
line of farting.
How do we summon you, Carl?
Yep.
You can summon me with coffee, films, and anything by Grant Morrison.
Like the
Valid.
Invincibles behind you.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
That is
Taylor Swift on that list. I didn't think about it.
We should
Yeah,
not
My
speak
Chemical
the
Romance.
name.
My
can't tell
Chemical
me he was
Romance
a
could have
demon.
been. My Chemical Romance would have been on mine too.
I thought about
Yeah,
saying
Gerard
cash, grass, and ass for mine just as a
Yeah.
joke, but
It's
I don't
also
actually
true
smoke
though. All right,
Brianne?
so time to feel the pain.
Are you ready for Brianne?
Okay, so the next one we're gonna have is called Crybaby Craigs. Before I begin, Violet will be joining me, even though she's not answering these questions because she's my girlfriend and she loves me very much. Carl will be partaking of the breath of a dragon.
Yep.
The triple X. I grazed the dragon and it nearly won. But
I will be drinking water.
I am absolutely slathering this French fry with it because in my mind it's just a habanero. How bad could it be? I may regret that. We'll see.
Yeah, this Crybaby Craigs.
habanero.
Crybaby Craig's habanero and garlic hot sauce. Apparently, all of the ingredients are raw and not cooked in this. So,
So these are all from Chris. There is a little bit of kind of a setup to these questions, but they're all related to one thing. And that is, So the dreamscape is one of my favorite parts of the show because holodeck. So I've got a few fun questions for any/all if they want of the cast to answer regarding Rita's dreamscape, which I just put this as a Brianne question because most of it is going to be Brianne. Number 1, if Rita's dreamscape had a Yelp review, what would it say and who wrote it?
I think everyone should give a Yelp review in character.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what? Yeah. I'm going to give a Yelp review in character. Yeah. So, my dreamscape. What can I say? It's me, baby. 100% me. The ins, the outs, the in again, the out again, the in and out and in. A lot of in and out, but not like that religious burger place. It's the best. You get whatever you want. You want to go make your own peanut butter? You want to go slather peanut butter all over boobies? You've got it. Everything's here at the dreamscape. Also, the lady behind the counter is hot. 5 stars.
Yeah, I'll do mine as Sunny, I think, which would be 4 out of 5 stars. It's really great, and my girlfriend made it, but there's a lot of me there. There's just a lot of me, and that's why I took off 1 star.
Dawn?
I'm there a lot.
I could leave a actual review, but Rita, since I know you're going to be reading this, I need some sort of organizational system. 1 star.
Accurate. Accurate.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
All right. For Keegan, 1 star. I don't need to know what my aunts are into. Thank you. Bye.
But then
I don't know that. What, Leonard or the narrator? I mean, take
Either
your
one,
pick.
Yeah.
1 star. Only because I would give 2 star. I would give no stars because
Why are you Scottish?
I don't know. It just.
What did we put you on the spot or something?
I usually have a lead in. I didn't do that this time.
No script, on the spot right now.
Why is it not like when it's perfected in the podcast? No, you're good.
Do it like a faucet. You turn it on and it come out. Come on.
No one's written anything for you, just off the cuff. What do we got next, Taryn? I will be Crybaby Craig's. I don't know who's crying about it. It tastes fine. Yeah. It was good. Nothing to write home about.
Yeah,
a good flavor, not a lot of spice.
Yeah, I would
now we're getting into. Oh, what were you gonna say?
Oh, I was just gonna say it's a good flavor. I didn't get any garlic from it for some reason.
Yeah, not a lot of garlic. But next we're going to be having Melinda's original habanero XX extra hot pepper sauce.
Now, my piece of sticky note accidentally got soaked in this, but I will not be eating the sticky note. Hopefully that doesn't affect the flavor.
Coward.
Lick it.
Coward.
Okay. Oh God.
It's sticky note flavored.
Yeah, it's the adhesive.
It's like the same way. It's like the same way DS games taste, and they put the bitter on there so you don't lick them. Ugh.
Melinda, get out of there. Does it look like I'm jerking it down here while I'm doing this? Oh, I hope it doesn't look like I'm jerking it.
Concentrating the perfect drop.
Okay, that's got a little heat to it.
That's the dragon's breath.
There it goes.
Nice.
All right,
Yeah,
number 2 in the dream escape questions from Chris. Actually, this one, now that I'm looking at it, Autumn might be able to answer this one. If you had to build a survival guide for navigating Rita's subconscious, what would be rule number 1?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Rule number 1, don't go in there. But if you must, take sticky notes and label the sunnies as you go, so you know when you're going in circles.
I'm just imagining a Sunny that's like fully nude for some reason, and it's just a sticky note on each boob.
That one's number 69.
Dragon is
Okay,
kicking.
that Melinda gets you kind of on the back end a little bit.
It's the back of the throat spice, and it's not
Yeah.
bad. It's a decent flavor. It's a little vinegary for me.
Melinda gets you on the back end. Is that going to be the other name for this one?
That's where I was headed.
Yeah.
Is anybody writing these down? I can only remember like 2 things.
Well, we're recording it. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's ready for number 3?
I'm ready.
Okay, so I'm gonna can you tell me when I have 3 left so I can save a question for my 3 spiciest?
Sure.
So I'm gonna return to baby Craigs for a sec.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to do
For
some more
number 3.
Melindas.
So, if the Dreamscape were a game show, what would it be called and what would the prizes be?
I feel like the what would the prizes be is like self-explanatory with the Sunnies.
Sexual favors.
Should call it the Sunshine State because it's a state of
Hollywood
mind.
Squares.
Hollywood Squares?
Hollywood Squares.
What about Sunnywood Squares?
I got wood squares. And the prizes, the grand prize would probably be a year's worth of weekly therapy.
A realistic prize, I see.
Yeah,
Yes.
love that.
Yes.
How about a show called The Peen is Right? And you just have to guess like how big somebody's wiener is.
Survivor.
Yeah.
I feel like
Survivor.
regardless of like what it's called or what the prizes are, Kyle would be the host.
Oh, yeah, he would
Yeah.
insist.
He'd have the
Yeah.
log microphone on a stick for sure.
Ricky is behind the scenes making sure everything's running.
Yeah.
Absolutely,
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kyle would have the long microphone on his stick, and when people do stupid stuff, he'd like smack them with it, and it would make a loud pop. It's like,
The intro music is
Obviously,
absolutely Kyle playing Ricky's chest bones.
All right. This is the last of the Dreamscape questions before we move on. So
I will be having some of this jalapeno one again. Just letting the listeners know I'm destroying my mouth still.
yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, same.
All right.
I'm still doing totally fine with these spice levels. I haven't even touched my ice cream yet.
What song would perfectly score a slow motion walk through Rita's most unhinged dream moment?
Oh, I just hot sauce everywhere. That's
Is
not
that
my
the name
answer.
of the song?
I think this
Not
leads
my
in with
answer.
another question.
Yeah. Oh, dip. I don't. Oh, dip. Oh, dip. Bean
Do you
dip.
need a towel or something, honey?
Use your tongue.
I'm using my tongue. Anyway, so I was supposed to take a bite. It cummed everywhere. So repeat that, a slow motion walk
Okay.
through Rita's dream.
Yeah, what song would
Weirdest one?
perfectly score a slow motion walk through Rita's most unhinged dream moment?
Oh, like a Deadpool montage. Okay, I was trying
Yeah.
to picture it.
Yeah. My heart wants to
Yeah.
say Freebird.
Anyway, here's
Groove,
Wonderwall.
I think groove is in the heart.
Mm.
I think Frito would rickroll everyone.
That would also be very
Yeah.
likely.
I don't know. I feel like Kyle is more of the Rick roller. It's such an ancient joke by
Listen,
now.
listen, we don't talk about Ricky like that.
Oh my god. I was like, I was the original Rick Roller.
Well, we have an icebreaker, so you don't have to hurt your mouth for this one. But this one
might
is
do it.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and take another bite, and
Okay,
I'll just
cool.
do the sweet and spicy.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Your favorite streaming service wants to make a live action remake of Today's Lucky Winner. Who do you want to play each character?
I'm a theater
And-
kid,
and
just so you know.
Yeah, we're just going to be doing our own characters. And Carl, you can do either Leonard or narrator or both.
So I've never thought of what actor would play Rita, but the person I envision in my head with Rita is actually Patti Smith in the late 70s.
Hell yeah.
Patti Smith could obviously not play her,
Yeah.
obviously, for many,
Yeah.
many reasons.
Yeah.
But that's who's in my head. Weirdly, for me, I've never thought of it as live action. I've always thought of it, if I ever had my wildest dreams come true, it would be animated.
So then who would you have voice
Voice
it
you,
if you
yeah.
could do a famous voice?
I feel like I would want us to do it.
Yeah, I feel like
that's my
we
thing.
should
If
do
it was
Yeah.
animated, I wouldn't change a thing. I'd have everybody be everybody. So like, I don't have an actor in mind for Rita, but if anyone's curious, I see a young Patti Smith in my head.
But
Mhm.
who's Chris Pratt gonna play?
Ah!
Leave him
Someone-
out of this.
Somebody that dies
screams-
immediately.
Screams of man having penis mashed forever.
That's my favorite character from the show.
Yeah.
God, he's gonna have a hard time separating that from his Mario role.
Yeah,
It's gonna sound exactly the same.
All right, Violet, who's going to play Sunny?
So we're talking live action, not cartoon.
Live
right?
action.
Yeah.
Yeah. If there's going to be an animated one, I think we're all going to fight to continue to be the
Yeah.
same.
Oh.
What about Gwendolyn Christie?
Ooh, I
Ooh.
do love
Yeah.
me some Satan.
Yeah.
I forget what she looks like, but oh yes. I was thinking of her. I couldn't remember her name, but she's also like very tall.
Yeah.
And typically has blonde hair. I think she dyes it, but still. Yeah. I could.
She's also an opera singer.
Oh yeah.
Dude,
Yeah,
I would
Gwendolyn
totally
Christie.
go for an operatic dreamscape Sunny.
Yeah. Fun fact: me and Gwendolyn Christie are the same height.
That's amazing.
What about you, Autumn?
Have you guys seen Resident Alien?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
I've
I know
read
exactly who you're
Resident
talking
Alien.
about. I know exactly who you're going to say, and kind of great. Yeah.
Wait, which one are you thinking?
The one who plays, what's her face, the nurse?
Ah, see, I was thinking her too, but then I was also thinking her friend Pam from The Office. But yes, I see her as the nurse, but I feel her as the friend.
Taryn, what about Keegan?
Well, if I was gonna go with the meme, I would say Timothy Chalamet.
Timmy Sham Shams.
Kimmy Sham Shams. I honestly think, like, I just have this image of a really scrawny child, early 20s, like kind of scraggly hair, maybe working on some facial hair, but really can't quite grow it out. And I feel like Finn Wolfhard fits that description pretty well.
Yeah.
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 I could see that. Yeah. Yeah, I could absolutely see that.
Yeah, just let him grow his hair out. Try to get some facial hair going on. Like,
Carl, what famous goat man do you think should play?
Alan Cumming is the.
Oh my
name
God.
that is most
Oh my God.
pronounced.
Yes.
That
Oh my God. That's
I have
the
seen
answer.
him Goat Man before, and to
that's
me, it's just
perfect.
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah, that is
Perfect.
100% the correct answer, and I didn't even know it.
And
Yeah.
his last name is Cumming.
Yeah.
He's a bisexual icon.
Yeah.
That is so perfect.
And Scottish.
So what we got, Taryn?
All right, so we're getting back into our hot sauces. Dave asked, do the actors contribute some of the wild shit we've heard, or has that all been Brianne?
Okay, I'm going to hit Melinda's XX Extra Hot. There's been some ad-libbing, but I don't know what Dave means by wild shit.
It's
That's
all
most of the show, I would say. I
Yeah.
think they're
Yeah.
referring to the
Anything that
writing.
just went wildly off script.
A couple of times.
Yeah, I think we've kept a few here or there that are just like ad libs that are just like in the moment you find a word that's like
Mhm.
the one, and then Brianne's
Feels
just like,
right.
nope, keep that.
Yeah,
feels
but
right to say.
I think apart from the background stuff, I think apart from like changing a couple words here and there, it's mostly the script. I'm not like a tyrant about it,
Yeah.
but so I think most of it's me.
Mm-hmm.
I think.
Yeah.
I would say that's fair.
99.7%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, over the course
All
of
right.
5 years.
So we don't have to answer this one, but I do want to say it out loud because then I'm going to be posting the pictures of that we took during the finale where it's like before and after of us crying. So Bethany asked, on a scale of sniffles to sobbing, how much did you guys cry when recording the finale?
So, I'm going to do another bite of Melinda's. Yeah, sobbing, but it was also in the script that I'd be sobbing.
Yeah.
So I don't know how much of it was just my genuine emotion at like, this is our final episode,
Mm-hmm.
but it was in the script that I sobbed. So it's like, think of your trauma
Yeah.
from there.
Same.
Start
Well,
weeping.
I guess for me, because I didn't really have a line in that final scene, I was sobbing. For me, it was just pure raw emotion from everything.
For me, I also had some sobbing lines. And for that, it was definitely a think of the trauma moment to kind of make myself cry. But prior to getting to that point, I did like I had a little bit of waterworks going on. There's a lot of very like heartstrings getting tugged and stuff like that.
Who's ready for the next one?
I'm ready.
Okay.
Get some more Gregory.
The Sewing Seraph asks, what is everyone's favorite Pokemon? And we can just shout this out because mine's Eevee.
Mine has changed in recent years. It used to be Muck and Grimer were my favorite little babies. But then I met Mabostiff, who I understand is just a great big dog.
Yeah.
But dogs are great. So
I'm a big fan of Cinccino because they can do some absolutely nasty strategies where I hit you 5 times in a row and then you flinch and don't get a turn every turn. So Flinchino's, I call them Flinchino, but I really, Cinchino's like my favorite Pokemon, I think, just because they can do some crazy stuff.
I was
You
in
got a
high
favorite?
I was in high school when Pokemon started to become a thing, and I just never caught on.
Sort of
What
same.
kind of autistic are you?
No. The thing is, I saw the trap that they were laying, and I said, no, I will not catch them all. I will
Yeah.
keep all my monies. All my monies are mine for all
Pokemon-
of these.
Pokemon came out when I was still in a Christian household, so I couldn't play with the little devils. But if I had to choose,
I was so lucky that was one thing my mom didn't decide was a demon. So I grew up in a very similar home, and I had friends who weren't allowed to play with Pokemon, and my mom's like, the little critters? Okay.
yeah,
Have fun with your little video game with the critters.
I didn't have video
thank
games
God.
either. So like I've never in my life played a game of Pokemon. So my favorite is like Sean's favorite because he likes Cyndaquil and it's cute and I like him.
Aw, Cyndaquil is cute.
That's a good
That is
answer,
cute.
though. Yeah.
No, mine is definitely Eevee because Eevee has unlimited potential. So
Luca
It's an
also
extremely-
loves Eevee.
It's also an extremely non-binary answer.
it is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. All right. So next question. We ready?
Mhm.
So Max asks, how long does it take to make an episode?
Borger. Oh God, man down, man down. Oh Lord, I dropped Borger in my husband's closet.
Send a team!
Oh, there's a plant-based meat on the floor.
Should I send Falco in there to clean it up?
Oh God, maybe later. Oh Jesus.
But not if it has
Sorry.
hot sauce on it because then
No,
you'll
not
have
yet.
very bad stinks.
Falco's looking at me like,
Yeah.
what the fuck is going on over there? She's just on the other side of this wall, by the way.
Yeah, what? Sorry, what was happening?
How long does it take to make an episode? The whole thing from writing to recording and finishing the editing.
Oof.
Okay, so this is a process where it takes the polycule power quite a bit. With the writing for each season, I take at least like 3 months just to plan what's going to happen and what order I want to put it in. Before I ever start an actual script, I'm laying out story beats, I'm moving them around and getting frustrated a lot when I can't find a way out of something and trying to fill in the gaps. There's some points where the story beats end up being sticky notes on the back of a door so I can visually move them around. Autumn, yeah, that's one of my favorite things. Moving Scrivener files around, doing a lot of stuff. So I don't know if you count that as like one episode thing, but basically once I have that done, I can crank that shit out.
And
Like, I
write the
could just-
podcast.
And I
You
can
should-
crank that shit while I write. But once I have that all organized, like I've had plane rides where I've actually written an episode start to finish. So it really depends. Most of the time I am writing in my head while I do menial tasks all day. So then when I sit down to write, it's basically transcribing what I was writing when I was working out or doing dishes or something else. So a script, if I'm going to do my average amount of time, 3 days to get a script done. It takes, I think for James, just trying to average that out. I want to say it might be like 20 hours of actual sound design and stuff. We can generally, working as a team, get an episode out like in a week and a half if we really got our shit together. We
Yeah.
take everyone's lines, we take the best takes, we clean up the sound to the best of our ability, and then we chop up the parts where they're actually saying their lines. So then we can organize and space them out with everyone else's lines. Well, James is doing that in the most funny way or whatever, and then work on the actual like ambient sound and sound effects and stuff like that. But yeah.
James is a magical creature, and I don't know how to do it.
Yeah. But yeah, week and a half, 2 weeks. So we do stuff really far in advance. So I generally don't know what episode has come out or not because it's always mismatched.
Next question.
I'm going to hit some of this Serrano.
Of all the characters, who has the best hair? And this is a question from Percy.
Oh, I 100% say it's Dawn.
Dawn.
In
Dawn
my
would
mind.
be pretty meticulous because she has to have a routine. So
Yeah. I also think
Well, and-
Sunny too, because Sunny would
But
have decades
Vampire
of
hair.
experience. Yeah.
But I described Dawn as having beautiful hair, like a beautiful horse on prenatal vitamins. But to me, she's beautiful, brown, fat, and has the most gorgeous curly mop of Puerto Rican hair, like one of my family members. Because some of them I'm like, damn, that's gorgeous. The curl pattern on that. So I say Dawn 100%.
I have an immediate answer for this next question. If there was a chance to do a crossover episode with another podcast or just a character from another show, which would it be? My answer, I would die if this could happen, is if Emma from the Real Life Ghost Stories podcast came on and did some voice acting work for Today's Lucky Winner. I would fucking cry and die because she has just one of the most gorgeous voices I've ever heard. The way that she does her storytelling for her podcast is fucking amazing. And I'm probably the only one who in our entire server that listens to her.
Since the Adventure Zone is basically what inspired me to do this, I would say it'd be funny if there's a campaign where whoever the McElroys are playing have to escape the dreamscape or something and run into a raunchy demigod. But that's my answer.
I was going to say the McElroy brothers in some way, shape, or form, plus Clint. Gotta have Clint.
Gotta have Clint.
I want a Rita X Doctor Who adventure.
Ooh. That would be cool.
It's always bigger on the inside.
Exactly.
Yeah, she would. I was gonna say she'd have some jokes about that.
Yeah.
Oh, also, this might be a weird one, but a crossover between Today's Lucky Winner and any show on Dropout, especially ones with Brendan Lee Mulligan and all of the different D&D adventures. I think that would be so fucking dope.
In my wildest fantasies, Today's Lucky Winner gets an animated show on Dropout because that's really the only network I'd really want to do something on. What we got, Taryn?
Yeah. All right. So these are all kind of related to each other. So I'm just kind of go through them really quickly. Have any of y'all ever played a prank on each other? And this comes from Damon and his little buddy.
And I don't think any of us have. I hate pranks.
Yeah.
I have pranked Brianne several times, actually.
Like that.
Yeah.
So whenever Brianne leaves her phone someplace and doesn't realize she's left her phone there and I come across it, I will take selfies on her phone and make weird faces. And I found the other day I was looking through old photos. I found some photos that you took on my phone that I don't remember you taking or even mentioning that you took. And it was like from like 6 months ago.
She got you.
Got you. Got your ass. Got you.
No,
I think Violet and I living together. That's I mean, that's
the prank.
Me.
Yeah. The questions that I'm going to be putting together and just like one big kind of ask is a combination from Violet, a cast member is what I have written down here, Nunya B, and Dave. And they're all related to voice acting. Nunya asks, what is your inspiration for the characters? And then it goes into voice acting after that. So, Brianne, what inspired some of these characters?
Sometimes I just make a funny voice and I go, wow, didn't know that was in there. Let me do that some more. Sometimes Violet does a funny voice and I say, hold on, I think I have a place for that.
Razgalaf in particular.
Yeah, so like sometimes I don't have a very clear idea what the voice is and I'll tell the cast members like, have fun. I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
Their voice hasn't come to me.
But
And
there was oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, when I write it, most of the time, a kind of their voice comes into my head. I don't know where they come from, but like, Vicky was a voice I did when I was a dungeon master for someone, and I was like, whoa, I didn't know this babe was in here. So we had to make a character for her because that voice was too good.
She does mention Vicky specifically. She's like, Vicky, for example, whom I love.
I was DMing a D&D game. There was some NPC that I did not expect them to actually have to address. Because you know how D&D goes. They go, that bar you mentioned, offhand, let's go in there and spend a long time in there. It's like, okay. And then I just had to come up with a voice for a character, and there was Vicky, and I was like, where were you? Who are you?
And I know for me, like, my Razgalaf voice was a voice that I would often use when just making fun of rich people. And I think the phrase that I would often say was, you've spilled your apple teeny on my duvet, or my prized taxidermy gone. Just like,
and I thought
rich
it was
people
extremely
problems.
funny.
Yeah.
And I was like,
then,
hold on, babe, I got someplace for that.
Exactly. And then there was another voice that I did at one point that was just a bit character you put in the show. But I came home from work, and this was back before I worked from home, and I was complaining about traffic. And there was just some random person holding up, like construction workers just holding up traffic for seemingly no fucking reason.
Yeah. And you're like, I got a shot.
I got a big old dumpy, and I can't move my fat butt out of the road. That's the voice I was, something like that.
Yeah, and
like,
it
"I'm gonna
tickled
put that in
me.
the show."
So that character's in the dreamscape.
Yeah, kind of similar. Well, I know for me, Keegan's voice has actually been part of my lexicon for a while because I do, when I play games for my YouTube channel, I do voice acting for those. And whenever there's a teenage boy, my voice gets really low and I start vocal frying into the microphone and
Into the microwave.
Into the microwave.
Into the
And
microwave.
man, I could really go for some pizza rolls right now. That's where teenage boys come from, is that voice. All right, to go off of that, Nunya also asks, is there a character that in your head that you could hear a different accent? If so, how do you think it would affect how you perform the character, if at all? Like if there's like a particular character. Yeah.
I feel like Dawn would be kind of cute with a southern accent.
That would be cute, yeah. But once y'all do the voices, they're just kind of cemented in my brain like that. So I'll write something because I can hear it the way y'all would likely deliver it in that voice. So there's not really anyone for me that I can imagine being different. I'm going to hit some more of this Melinda's. It's really hitting me right. This XX extra hot.
Who has the best? This is from Dave. Who has the best range of accents, both U.S. and international? I will be judging.
I'm not classically trained, so
yeah,
it's a tie. Violet and Brianne.
We're all doing our
Violet
best.
And Brianne.
You.
I mean, I'm cheating, and I have the linguistics degree.
Right.
For me, there's one episode where I had a guest who was supposed to be Scottish playing, God, I forget that scientist lady's name, but a Scottish scientist.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, Christ, that guest fell through. I need to do the voice, and we have a recording coming up. So, little trick in linguistics is you can look up the phonological inventory, which just means all of the sounds that exist in that accent and how close they are to the sounds I make and the way I talk. So I spent about 2.5 hours that day practicing shifting vowels and changing consonants, and I could do it. I don't know that I have the best repertoire, but I do have a particular set of skills that if push comes to shove and I really put the time in, I could do it.
Yeah, I feel like with Brianne's linguistics degree, she has a greater potential for a wider range of accents.
That's exactly a way I would put it. A potential for it. I don't think I have it currently.
Mm-hmm. So this is a question from Violet.
Is this on the final 3?
No, it's related to voice acting. Are there any voices that we'd like to do that we didn't have an opportunity to use in TLW? I know I have one.
Terrible joke.
I have one, but the voice will be in the spinoff.
So and you don't want to.
I do not want to do that now. So yes, I do, but I'm going to not be fun and do it for you right now.
I was going to say the same thing. Like, I have one in mind for the spinoff,
that we've discussed.
Yes,
I'm like, there's a character I wrote specifically for Autumn.
Yes, and then you also said something about a villain one in the future, and I was like, oh, yeah, I already know.
There is one that I actually got to do for when we were doing a live recording. And it was when I was sitting in for Heat.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I got to use my prospector voice.
Oh, good. I love your prospector voice.
It is a good voice.
Thank you kindly.
Something about the pitch and the intonation, but you're not like screechy at all.
No, you're just throwing your words at us one at a time.
Yeah, like you're tossing them over a fence or something, and it works. I don't know.
You're prospecting your words to us.
Yeah. Like how do you
pickaxing them?
My voice breaking. I don't know.
All right, who's ready for the third to last?
I'm ready.
Okay, so now I'm going to we have our 3 spiciest sauces left.
Mm-hmm.
I have the XXXX Reserve 2024 Melinda Special.
Yeah,
Ooh,
that's what I'm hitting to.
Melinda's back.
That's too many X's.
It's 4 X's.
I want to wait for y'all to take a bite.
Slathering this one up real
I
good.
can't even handle one X. We'll just go with a slash.
Well, that wasn't too bad. I'll take another bite and do more.
That one's got a little bit of heat to it.
Okay, I took a bite. That one required a drink. It's hit me in the back of the throat. But
I
what's the
haven't had
question?
a drink for that one yet, but it's very hot.
So this is from Izzy/Lizzie. Is Debbie really evil or just misunderstood? Like, I know she put Rita into hell, so that's definitely evil, but all the complaints about her being inappropriate at work seem to be based on misunderstandings. So my question is basically, was she always an evil bitch, or did she become evil because everybody assumed she was evil because of misunderstandings?
So she is evil because she's a cop. The jokes about her being a cop are she's a cop. She's doing this job inherently by upholding what this is doing and sending people to hell and being okay with that and okay with sacrificing these human lives and all of that.
And all
by
cops
nature of doing
are evil.
Yeah, ACAB. Woo! But yeah, so Debbie is evil, but the misunderstandings are why her coworkers don't like her. That's it.
I always kind of had the thought that they were misunderstanding her on purpose because they just didn't like her.
Because they just didn't like her. Yeah. So her coworkers don't like her, right? But at the end of the day, when people are joking, like, are you a cop? And she's like, no, I'm not a cop. Like, no, she's not a cop.
I'm not a cop.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
All for hexing.
All right. Second to last.
Okay, so now I will be hitting the Tabasco scorpion pepper sauce. This one has a I was going to say, this one has a Scoville rating between 23 and 33,000.
So I would say that
my
last
mouth
sauce,
hurts just hearing it.
Yeah, the quadruple X reserve from Melinda.
Mm-hmm.
That one was pretty spicy. It made my tongue a little numb. I have geographic tongue, and so it's a bit stingy numb. But that wasn't too bad. I didn't need water for this. I feel like I might need some water for this because this one is thick and dark.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there we go.
Oh, I don't like the flavor.
Not a fan of the flavor.
No. Oh, but it's
Me
hot,
neither.
Oh, it's got some.
It's very vinegary.
Yeah, way too vinegary for me.
I don't understand how you can taste it if it's that hot.
It's not as hot.
It's
not as hot as other scorpion pepper sauces I've had.
Mm-hmm.
A nice tingle.
Yeah, that's not too bad.
A pleasant, nice tingle. I would put that on a bowl of rice and beans.
I would say this is getting to where it's a little more hot than I like. It's into a discomfort area for me at this point.
You okay, Carl? You just waved your hands in the air.
Lily.
This question, second to last question, is from Bethany. Rita accidentally poofs into a classroom of small children. All of the children are wide-eyed staring at her. What happens next?
Depends. What was she wearing?
I'm going to say normal clothes.
Because it's a classroom of children. I would hope it would be normal clothes.
I think she just is like, hey, what's up, little guys? And she's like, what are we doing? What snacks are you having? Oh, these crafts are great. I love goldfish. Oh, damn. What are we watching? The Magic School Bus? Oh, shit, yeah. And she's probably cussing way too much for a classroom of children. But I think she sees everyone as a potential friend. So I think when she sees these kids, she's like, hey, what's up? A whole room of little buddies. And she's probably pretty chill with the kids and just wants to join in.
I can see the teacher having left the room and coming back to Rita literally teaching them something. Inappropriate, probably, but teaching the class and them learning.
Rule number 1, get the money first. Money up front.
Side note, this hot sauce, I'm actually starting to sweat a little bit from it. So
not sweating. I have some sniffles.
Yeah, I've got some sniffles. I'm sweating a little bit. My tongue is, the entire side where the sauce touched it is numb. Part of that's my geographic tongue, but
right.
Whew.
Are we ready for the last question?
Yes. So here we have the insensitively named Dave's Insanity Sauce. I smelled it. It smells very cayenne-y, which I'm not a fan of cayenne, but here we are.
I grew up on the Cajun coast. I give me all the fucking cayenne.
It looks like this has a Scoville rating of 180,000. Yeah, so for reference, normal Tabasco has between 2,500 and 5,000.
Yeah. Most people online were saying they do 1 drop, and I am doing like a glob. So
Mm-hmm.
we'll see what happens.
Okay, for video, got a glob.
Glob. Good glob.
Blah, blah,
There
blah,
goes
blah.
nothing.
Glob is down.
The flavor's atrocious.
Oh, no. Terrible. It's awful tasting. What?
It's insane that they made it. It tastes bad.
Oh, fuck. It's hot, though. Fuck. I hit the back of my throat.
Oh.
Yeah,
I am in pain for you.
it just, wow. It really does taste like plastic for some reason. It's like
I don't know
no-
if it's plastic. It's just
Something.
kind of like
chemically.
old Taco Bell hot sauce that someone cranked the heat up on.
Yeah. So it ain't right. Whatever they
Yeah,
did to it. The taste
some
is-
ain't right.
That is
Fermented Taco Bell.
it's
Hey,
both
yeah.
the spiciest and the worst.
I can take
Sauce.
the mild McDonald's hot sauce and the mild Taco Bell sauce.
Curated from 1990s taco sauce.
Yeah. Like, I think that's
Brian,
what it is.
How are you doing? Because I am sweating in the back of my eyes right now.
I have the sniffles. My tongue's definitely tingly, more towards the tip of it.
Oh, it's getting worse for me. Fuck me.
All
Oh.
right.
Okay.
So,
Uh,
Sewing Seraph asks, there are two small spiders.
Piters, two small piters.
There's two small
Spiders.
spiders. There are two small spiders in my bathroom right now. I have named them Mim and Jim. Jim is slightly larger than Mim. Who do you think will be the victor?
Mim.
Mim.
I don't
Have you
know.
never
I'm
heard
Team
of-
Jim?
Have you never heard of Madam Mim?
I'm going for the ice cream, y'all. I can't take it.
Marvelous Madam Mim.
Marvelous.
Yeah, I
Madam
think-
Mim.
I think Mim.
I think they're friends.
Triumph of the spirit. Enemies to lovers.
Yep.
Enemies
That's
to
also true.
lovers.
The lovers.
There was only one web.
There you go.
So-
Oh yeah, there's only one web. Where are you going to sleep and wrap up a moth?
And they were
Mhm,
roommates.
Forced proximity
Roommates.
because somebody keeps trying to kill him.
So I do have a very important icebreaker question that I really wanted to ask y'all. Do you want to take one giant glob of hot sauce before I ask this question?
No.
I mean, fuck it. In for
You wanna-
opinion.
I
for...
don't.
You want to go out with a bang?
I don't have a lot of burger left,
Mm-hmm.
but I will do it.
I am
Oh.
out.
I have some crumbs.
so This is it.
Do not take a shot, sir.
This is water.
I'm-
Got it
I'm straight up
on a spoon.
I'm almost
I
crying.
got a crumbly spoon.
I'm almost crying, but I'm gonna do another little dab because
All right.
after all we've been through for the show, we deserve it. That makes
All
sense
right.
somehow.
Next time you know how to make yourself cry.
Yeah, and
There you
this might be a round robin question. What is the best piece of advice you have ever been given?
Do not accept critique from someone you would not approach for advice.
I love that. Violet.
I think the best piece of advice I've ever been given is sorry, that tastes terrible.
Don't eat the
It
hot
tastes
sauce?
bad.
It's so
It tastes
bad.
bad. It's
perhaps
bad.
one of the
Dave
worst foods I've ever eaten.
flavor. Yeah, the flavor is awful.
Is the insanity part the flavor?
That's the
No, I think
I don't
I think
know.
they're saying it tastes like Dave.
Oh,
yeah,
Dave.
like Dave made it in a shoe.
honestly fresh dick tastes better than this. Honestly, like I don't care what Dave tastes like. It's got to be better than this.
But not
me-
day old dick, just fresh
Yeah.
dick.
It tastes like some combination of like the bottom of a shoe and plastic to me. Anyway,
This
How
has
many
been an ad
shoes
for
have you
Dave's-
eaten?
This has been an ad for Dave's Insanity Hot Sauce.
oh fuck, it's got me burping. No, I'm trying to not do the ice cream so I can have the full experience. Best advice.
It's struggling.
I'm
Like,
having a
I'm
great time though.
red.
This is fun.
I'm red. I'm sniffling. My
I don't know if
tongue
you can
hurts.
see my sweating,
But Violet's like.
sorry.
That's gonna sound
I'm
great
white.
for the podcast.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Best advice I think I've ever been given was by my dad. I was very, very young, and at school I had heard someone say the N-word, and I didn't know what it meant, and I had no context. I was very young, like I think 8 years old or something, and I was fighting with my twin twin brother Matt, and I called him the N-word. I didn't know what it meant at the time at all. And my dad immediately pulled me aside and he said, "You don't ever use that word. Even though it's a word, it can still be incredibly hurtful. And it's so important that you don't use words that you don't understand the meaning of. You need to understand what you're saying before you say it. It's so important because if that wasn't your brother, it could have really, really hurt somebody. And I think that was probably one of the best pieces of advice my dad ever gave me. Because my whole life I've just been thinking more about like the words that I choose.
That specifically is advice that I've given to Luca is if you don't understand a word, don't say it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And that's been kind of a guiding, and I've taken it beyond just like the definition of the word, but like if I don't understand the ramifications of the word and using it, I try not to use it. And there's been a lot of things that I've, learned over the course of my life that I've found better words for that are more applicable that don't risk hurting people because I understand the ramifications. Okay, I'm going for the ice cream. I can't fucking.
Violet is giving up.
I'm not. Well, okay. Well, I'm putting it back down now.
Well, it's the no. Eat your ice, baby. Don't let Taryn bully you. You eat your ice cream.
But they said I was giving up.
You're not giving up.
Hey, listen, I gave up long ago.
Violet, I didn't even try.
Yeah,
I didn't even try.
Again, hey, why are you accepting critique from someone you wouldn't go to for hot sauce advice?
Right.
There you go.
Right.
All right. I'm back with the ice cream. It's a little melty, so I'm going to drink it.
Fine. Autumn, what is the best piece of advice you have ever been given?
Clean your house before you go on vacation. Because when you get back from vacation, you're not going to wanna.
No.
And you won't be used to the smell of your own house anymore either. And you'll be like, damn, I wish I would have cleaned.
I always got pissed at my mom. She's like, no, we need to clean the whole house. And I'm like, we are literally going on vacation. We are leaving this country. Yeah. I don't want to clean the house. I want to get on a plane. And she's like, no. And then we got back and I was like, I'm dead. I understand.
Yeah.
That's good advice for sure.
All right. So for me, the best advice I have ever been given was the worst they can say is no. Since moving up here, I have thought about that so much. Where like if I was applying to a job or applying to a vendor fair market, or if I was going or if I was going to ask a friend like a very serious question or something like that, the worst they can say is no.
And because that's helpful, because anxiety says they'll say no and then they'll kill you with a gun.
Right, yeah. Yeah,
it's like, hold on, they don't do that for that.
Yeah. Or they'll leave you. They'll never speak to you again or anything like that. And like, that's not going to happen.
What about you, Carl?
A teacher told me you're always under audition. And that's just something that just looks through.
That's honestly valid, yeah.
God.
Because it puts you in a performative mindset. And I've been, in the last year, recently, I've been looking at the definition of that and what it is, both to acting and to acting in light, those performance mindsets. So you're always under audition.
There's something similar, but I didn't get it from theater. I got it from church. It's that you're always being watched.
Which definitely leads to very healthy.
Yeah.
So I just live my life like someone's always watching me. So I always have to do the thing that would be right in someone's eyes.
But in the theater standpoint, you did such a good job as Kiva that when I needed a new person to be Dawn, I was like, hey, you know who did a great job? Autumn.
There you go.
Yeah, let's hit up Autumn. So like, it's true.
Am I the only non-theater kid here?
Yes.
I think so, yeah.
Oh, that's funny. I should have been a theater kid. I don't know why I wasn't.
You should have been. Yeah, you absolutely should have been.
What's really funny is that none of you, when I was doing my 2 Truths and a Lie, none of you questioned me dancing on a ladder.
No.
Yeah, no, absolutely not.
The kind of shit I did in theater, especially building sets and stuff, I was like, I was 15. You let me handle what kind of saws unsupervised?
I learned how to use a table saw. I learned how to use a miter saw.
They showed me once, and they're like, don't cut your finger off. That was it. But all right, I got work out of me. Well, I think that's all. Is that all you got for us, Taryn?
That is. I cut out a lot of the icebreaker ones because I know those would have taken a lot of time.
Thank you for organizing it.
Yeah, thank you.
You're very welcome.
And hey,
it was a lot of fun.
Listeners, thanks for hanging out with us. I'm doing pretty good with this hot sauce. I'm doing fine. I drank some water. I'm doing okay. Being a little freak who likes things that hurt me once again has paid off dividends.
Yeah, this is by far, it is not the spiciest sauce I've ever had.
No, it's not. It's the nastiest. It tastes like ass.
That is the worst tasting hot sauce I've ever had.
It's the worst tasting hot sauce. But thank you all, listeners, for 5 years of listening along. We have we love you. We have the spinoff that will be coming out. And we hope you stick around to listen to it because so far I'm very excited about it.
I'm very excited.
Me too.
Because I get to go take a microphone onto the beach.
Yeah, and you know what? Here's the place where I can say it's Murphy Bay Magic. It's going to be, because everyone will have listened by now, it's going to be Rita and Sunny and Keegan living in their haunted house in Murphy Bay, Oregon. Yeah. Keegan will be learning more about magic. Rita will be learning about what the fuck she's supposed to do without Dawn. And Sunny will learn about what she gets to do when she's getting to actually be a doctor who sees living people.
Yep.
That's gonna be so much fun.
So I'm excited, and Autumn will be the the proprietor of the magic store, Murphy Bay Magic.
Oh, and also there's going to be 3 bookstores, all run by the same guy named Bob.
Okay, I'm going to have to make some notes and some revisions to what I have so far.
The magic shop owner is super nosy.
Just Oregon Coast things.
One last question. When are we getting a Today's Lucky Winter porn parody?
Whenever they want to make it.
Fair.
The people who do those. I'll write it.
Fair. You heard it. You heard her, everybody.
Yep. Yeah.
You know what? I'll star as Dawn because Dawn wouldn't do it.
She wouldn't do anything.
She'd just sit there and be on the side.
She would be the in front of my salad?
Yeah. Right in front of my salad?
Right in front of my salad?
In front of Carboncita?
I don't judge, but could you take it to the bedroom?